What's happening, everybody? Happy Friday evening, afternoon, or whatever day it is might be when you watching this. To you, hopefully you had a productive week. Welcome back to Working with Bobby. All right, y'all see the truck hood up, and if y'all look, y'all can't really see me pointing. I'm trying to point to where you can. Yeah, there it is. Now I got my big finger right. See that hood light? That hood light was on. Y'all know when the hood light on, something wrong. Now the hood light, right when I start recording, and magically went off. Something going on with this gal here. Anyway, it's nothing too serious. You know, they were like, oh, you know, what's wrong now? It's just more of the little things going wrong at one time. But the God I serve is much bigger than any little or big thing I can ever face. So I'm just put it in his hand and see where he got me. But I had to start the video off kind of sort of in the middle of what I'm doing because I knew I was in for a dog fight. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and show y'all what I got going on so far, okay? All right, y'all, excuse the glare. The sun is behind me, so it's shining in areas where I kind of don't want the camera to be shining, but I'm replacing the wiper motor. The reason why is because I believe that this is the factory wiper motor for this truck, and a few videos ago I was done put the wiper switch on the turn signal, not on the turn signal, but on the steering column inside the truck. I have already replaced this circuit board and cover before, but it's still acting up. Those of you who are OBS fanatics might be able to tell if that's the factory wiper motor or not. Either way, it's getting out of here today. Now the new one I got, man, really don't look a whole lot better. It came from this company here. Car done. It says we built it better, but man, this look like something that if you sneeze at the wrong way, it's gonna come apart. But I done bought it now. I'm gonna put it in there and see you know, see how it does. I just want my wipers to work again, because I can't drive this truck. I'm already going without AC, so I can't drive this truck without wipers. But the reason that I got all the way up to this point, you got to take these two end covers off, and they both got screws in them. And then surprisingly, this joker got 1, 2, 3, 4 more screws. Actually, it's supposed to have more because you got holes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got a whole bunch of screws holding this panel on. So you guys that's trying to be careful with it, you don't want to break nothing, please be careful with that cover. But I had to take that off so I can get to the linkage that's at the back. I'm gonna have to let the hood down so y'all can see it. But you gotta, come on now. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. I hope y'all can see it. I'm reaching the camera out, so I don't know what y'all can see. I might have to get a light from my van, but it should be enough that where y'all can see. I got to get to that nut down there because that's where the stud comes in and gets to the rest of the linkage. This stuff, I ain't never even had this off before since I had the truck. So the fight that I had to deal with was this one. I went and got a wiper arm from the junkyard that didn't quite fit, and it was kind of hard getting the wiper arm back off. But I got it to this point because I wouldn't want to record all that anyway. But we're going to spray that with penetrating oil before we take it loose. And then up the hood. Come on, hood. And take it off up under here, and then swap whatever hardware I need to the new unit, and then put that on. And I pray that my wipers work after that. So y'all just stay tuned. All right, y'all, I wanted to show you something right fast before I went any further. This linkage that goes to the back of the motor, how I got that bolt gonna be tight, especially if it ain't never been off before. What I did was I closed the hood. As you can see, hood is not all the way closed, but it's down. I took a big adjustable wrench and put around the linkage itself, and then I got a short 6-point socket. You know, if you can fit a bigger drive in there, you can. It is pretty tight, but I used a 3/8 drive ratchet, shallow wall 6-point 13mm socket to break it loose. I'm gonna have to probably put a pry bar behind it to pop it off the splines. But this is the exact thing that I used. That might help you guys. That's the 13mm nut. This here, you know, just generic, whatever ratchet. Ain't got to be nothing fancy. And the adjustable wrench. That's what I use. And I put that on there so it don't move, and then I'll be able to just pop it off. So I just wanted to put that little tidbit in there just in case one of you have some trouble out of the one you're doing for yourself or somebody else. So just stay tuned. All right, y'all, we got it off. Thank God. Look like that thing probably never been off. Oh, that's pretty. I wish my truck was still this color. That's a pretty blue. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the stuff swapped out because I actually started not to even record this, but I'm trying to put more helpful, simple how-to videos out there, as well as the hot rod stuff that I want to try to put out there more. I'm just doing what I can with what I have access to at the moment. But some of y'all might want to know how to do this stuff, and there ain't a whole lot of them weird videos out there. But I'll post them if I got to deal with it, because that's my way of helping y'all. So, you know, blessing others. So I gotta, sorry about the focus or whatever if it ain't doing right, y'all, because I ain't paused. This is the old one. I gotta swap this bushing that the bolts go through, all three of these, and then this little dust cover thingy to the new one. I'm gonna do that and get it bolted on, and then I'm gonna cut y'all back on. All right, y'all, we got it mounted. Like I said, it's really not that bad. I also put some dielectric grease on the contact tips here just for extra corrosion protection. So what I'm getting ready to do now, I'm gonna let the hood down first. What I'm getting ready to do now, since the sun ain't glaring as much, you can see, let me get my hand out the way, y'all. Before I hook that linkage back up, I'm gonna key the truck on, cut the wipers on, and then cut them off. Now, all vehicles are not the same, but this one, I know that once I cut the wipers off, like manually, without cutting the key off, I know it'll go back to the rest position. So I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna hook the linkage up. Once I test fit where the arm's gonna go, because I want to make sure that when they're off, they're sitting down instead of like way up here, or you know, I want to make sure all that's lined up. Some of y'all may have to do it more than once. I know I'm probably gonna have to do it, but either way, I'm gonna give you that advice. That way it's easier when you do it. So just stay tuned. All right, y'all, I told you wrong earlier in the video. This ain't gonna do nothing but rotate, okay? And I don't know how I forgot about that, but I did, and I don't mind admitting to my mistakes. How you dictate where your wipers end when the motor stops is where you set this linkage. So I'm gonna put at least one wiper on momentarily, and then I'm gonna see how that one do, and then I'll put this one on, and then I'll put the cowl and all that, you know, together once I set this linkage back onto the motor. So just stay tuned. All right, guys, as you can see, I got only the passenger side wiper on. I tested it. I got the linkage bolt or nut. I got that tight, and because of where it is, I had to use channel lock pliers to snug it down, but I think I got it where I need it to be. So what I'm about to do now is pull that wiper back off, put the cowl and the end pieces, and I also forgot to tell y'all about the seal, if I can find out what I did with it. Oh yeah, it's right here looking at me. This little seal that goes on that pinch wheel that's right across there, and I'm gonna clean some of that debris and stuff out while I'm there. And I might even look in there, because I remember one of y'all told me that sometimes water like to leak inside the vehicle from these body seams that's up under here, and for all I know, it could be water coming from there. But I ain't got no seam sealer right now, so I'll just do that another day. But I'm gonna get it put back together, and then I'm gonna get the video closed out. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all look at that. And then, see, I'm glad I caught it on camera. caught you in the act. Caught you in the act. I don't know what's wrong with this whole gal. I got the wiper put on and everything back together, and I tested them, and they sweep like they should on intermediate and high speed. So you know everything good. But y'all saw what I saw. I don't know what's wrong with you, darling. Sometimes you got to talk to them, get them together. I can't call them honey. My wife don't know what I'm gonna call honey, but she can be darling. But as y'all see, back together. I'm about to set this hood and jump on the next thing that I got to try to accomplish. So I'm gonna try to get the video closed out so I can head in the house and get ready to tackle these other tasks. So as I always tell y'all, well, before we get to the closeout, if you have any comments, any questions, any concerns, I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Most of y'all that done been watching me for a while, you know that if you got access to me via email or whatever, I try to communicate with you and help you all I can. I always try to answer my comments as well, or at least comment back or whatever. Try to engage with you guys because I'm here to try to be a blessing and try to help. I don't know everything. That's why sometimes I lean on y'all for advice. You know, and I'm open to it. I'm humble enough to take it. But y'all enjoy your weekend. For those of you who may be in the Charlotte area or traveling from afar to try to see the 4 Wide Nationals, I'm trying to go Sunday. I'm trying to go. I hope I can go. I got some things that I got to get ironed out and knocked out before I can go. That's why I'm out here hustling now, trying to do all this stuff. But if y'all see me and you recognize me, man, don't be afraid. I don't look approachable in public, especially if I'm with my kids. I be looking like I'm looking for somebody to shoot. I'm just being honest with you. I don't play about my kids and my family. So if you's like, hey man, I remember you from YouTube or whatever, and we can chop it up and talk for a little bit, because I might actually be recording if I go. So to keep from holding y'all up, I just wanted to add that in there. Be blessed, be encouraged, keep wrenching. I'll see y'all on the next video.